accidentally stumbling upon Arena's next new meta deck within today's video. Welcome back, ghouls and goblins. I hope you're having a magical day. Thank you so much for taking the time to support the channel. My name is Hello Good Game, and I am pleased to be your host within this Magic the Gathering Arena Deck Guide video, showcasing Selesnya Power 4 or greater. This deck is absolutely amazing. I'm very excited to break down the deck list in depth, discussing both the strategies as well as the synergies held within, providing you a deeper understanding of how to pilot this deck effectively and efficiently. Furthermore, demonstrating this all within our Mythic Ranked gameplay footage against the best decks as well as players in the game, period. Finally, closing out with our wrap-up thoughts, deck review, channel news, and anything else cheeky that I can think of. If you want to help out, leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe to the channel, hit up the Linktree link in the description below for all of the other goodies, including the Discord invite. Come say hello, we'd love to have you. Thanks again, and let's take a look at the deck.
It's a new lap record!
Kapow! 4 is the name of the build, a Selesnya aggro deck that plays very well as a mid-range deck simultaneously, and that is thanks to the card draw of the Outcaster Trailblazer. This is not the only new card in the deck. It is basically a new deck from the ground up, which is really exciting. I have an 80% win rate with this deck, which is crazy good, going 8-2 with it so far. And this is going to be the cornerstone card. 3 mana, 4 power, 2 toughness, a non-legendary, so you can cast multiple copies of it, which is quite nice. You can plot it from your hand for 3 mana, which is pretty decent if your opponent is holding up open blue mana for a counterspell. You can kind of just circumvent that while still getting your mana value for the turn, right? And then you can capitalize on that in a future turn, which is great. So that's very nice. Furthermore, when you do decide to plot on your future turn, when you play it for 0, you'll gain 1 mana as you do whenever it enters the battlefield, but it is, because it is casting for 0, now ramping you, if that makes sense, which is really cool. And then, of course, whenever another creature enters the battlefield with power 4 or greater, we will draw a card, which is really good. Again, that's the ability that we're looking to stack. Simultaneously, the Vaultborn Tyrant for 7 is a 6/6 with trample, and whenever it or another creature with power 4 or greater enters the battlefield under your control, gain 3 life and draw a card. Yeah, so that's the same effect, plus a little life gain, we do not mind. And whenever it dies, if it's not a token, create a token that's a copy of it, except it's an artifact in addition to its other types. So that in itself really makes this card worth its weight, because it's not just a 6/6 that gains life and draws a bunch of cards for 7. It's something that is also replacing itself. So think of, you paying 3.5 mana for this, because you're going to get it back again, unless, of course, they're going to exile it, which they will need to do. So, that's going to be what we're building around. We also are looking at the saddle mechanic within the Seraphic Steed, 2 mana, 2/2 with first strike and lifelink. Whenever it attacks while saddled, you'll create a 3/3 angel with flying, and the saddle is 4, which is, again, one of our main modalities of the build here. On that same note, we have Wylie Duke, Atiin hero, 3 mana, 4 power, 2 toughness with vigilance. When it becomes tapped, gain 1 life and draw a card. That makes it, with its 4 power, the perfect target for the Steed's saddle ability, as we're going to gain life, draw a card, and now make an angel, which is great. Very, very good. Other creatures that we can saddle with the Steed will include, obviously, the Trailblazer and Tyrant, but the Stomper, as well as Trostani, as well as the Dust Animus. More on this in a moment. The Stomper you're familiar with for 3 mana is a 4/4 with Vigilance. When it enters the battlefield, grab a basic land, put it into the battlefield tapped, and shuffle. It can't attack or block unless you have 7 lands, which isn't a problem for us because we are ramping into 7 for the Tyrant. Furthermore, the 4 power makes it very nice for the build, obviously for the Trailblazer, for the Tyrant, and also saddling the Steed, right? You can see how it's all coming together now. Overlapping, giving us multiple points of contact to ensure consistency. Trostani 3 Whispers for 3 mana is also a 4/4. We can pay 2 to give target creature Death Touch, auto removal. We can pay 1 to give creature Vigilance. Can now apply pressure as well as defend. And 3 mana for double strike on target creature. Yes, we absolutely love it. We have a 6/6 with Trample. The rest of the creatures are pretty heavy as well. There's those 3/3 flyers. And, you know, double strike on that's definitely going to get the job done in a hurry. We can put it on multiple creatures, which we will have as well, which is pretty cool. Then our final 4-power creature will be the Dust Animus. 2 mana, 2/3 with flying, and if you have 5 or more untapped lands, it will enter the battlefield with 2+1/+1 counters on it. So casting it when you have 7 lands, which we will be doing with the Stomper and Zendikar, or plotting it for 2, casting it to open our 5th turn onwards once we have 5 lands in play, right? And then it's going to enter in as a 4/5 with flying and lifelink, which is really, really good. Going to trigger the team, right? We absolutely love it. It's a great target for double strike. To help sustain us and apply that evasive damage. We also have the Invasion of Zendikar, which Dust Animus can flip later on, potentially. And when it enters the battlefield, 2 lands into play, tapped and shuffle, which is great, helping bring it online for the next turn. And then once we transform it, it's a 4/4 that taps for mana of any color, which is great. It also has Vigilance and Haste, which we really like. So that, again, is tying into the deck, and everything is power 4 or greater, except for the Steed, which utilizes creatures with power 4 or greater via the saddle, as well as the Dust Animus, which can, later on in-game, come in as a 4/5. Early game, you get it in hand, just plot it, right? Just plot it, and then you can cast it early on later. So, our last creature is the Skrelv, Defector Mite, 1/1 with Toxic 1, can't block, can pay 1 Phyrexian White to tap, giving another creature we control Toxic 1 and Hexproof from the chosen color. That creature also becomes unblockable from that color, which is pretty good for late game evasive damage with the Steed, because it's only a 2/2, right? So to get that damage in while still making the Angels nice. And then removal through hard-hitting Question, 1 mana, sorcery. Target creature you control deals damage equal to its power to target creature or planeswalker you don't control, which is nice. And then Get Lost, 2 mana, 3 copies of this at instant speed, destroying creature, enchantment, or planeswalker. Its controller will create 2 map tokens. And then finally, Smuggler Surprise for 1 at instant speed with Spree, +2, milling 4, 2 creatures from among the milled into hand. You can also take lands if you'd like. Probably not in our case, though. You never know. +5. You may put 2 creatures from among cards in your hand into the battlefield, and then +1 creatures you control with power 4 or greater gain hexproof and indestructible until the end of turn. So this is a nice rebuttal to a field wipe. Just fill up the board state again. You know, maybe get a Vaultborn Tyrant in play if you can. That'll be great. And it starts you drawing again, because the whole deck works very nicely together. We have, again, very good life gained through the Tyrant ability, through the Dust Animus lifelink counter, which can be double striked. We also have good card draw through the Tyrant, through the Trailblazer, right? We have creature generation, also card draw through the hero. Let's not forget about that. And then the Steed, making the creatures for us very, very good to block our opponent's attackers and maybe get additional damage in. Protection through the Mite and the Surprise. Removal through Get Lost and Question. Ramp through the Stomper and the Invasion. Very cool stuff here. Again, an 80% win rate with the build so far. The lands we've not talked about, the Prairie, you know, it's just a creature land for the deck. Creatures get +1/+1. Why not? We go quite wide. I'm sure it'll help. Then consistency with the Thicket, the Farmland, and the Brushland, and our utility lands via Who Endures and Seat of the Empire. Endures taking artifacts, enchantments, non-basic lands that they control. And then the Empire is dealing 4 damage to attacking or blocking creature, which is pretty good for us as well. I hope you enjoy. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, become a YouTube member, join the community Discord. Link in the link tree link in the description below, among other things. Kick back, relax, and let's play some Magic. Our opponent's going to be going first here. It's an illegal board state. I do have a Dream 2/3 though. No 1 to protect. We can keep 7. Mono red. Aye. Well, it's only half that bad. Truly. So, maybe they'll leave us alone? That life gain is important. 2 Trailblazers is really nice. If only I had a Mite in hand or like a 1-drop to capitalize off of it. Whoa! I'm not biting. We have first strike there, but I'm not. Not today. Guess we just have to kill that. That sucks so bad for me. Why? Just progress. Don't care about anything else. Saddle up, swing for 2, Angel Blocker. Life gain's pretty decent as well. Oh, that's great. That's a card. We do have blocks. Well, not really great blocks. Ouch. Big hit, bro. I'm gonna kill that. Is that or the creature? Both are very good to take. We get to add a land. I think so. Taking the Mentor would be good too, but... Now we have 2 Angels to block. Maybe double. Ooh, removal. Well, that's not great. I'll take it. I mean, they get 1. That's fine. Seems acceptable. Good card, good card, good card. Give me a massive draw next turn. We need some life gain though, right? And this is gonna help us get that. All right, if we can just survive. Oh, that's a really good card though. Uh-oh. Hey, so is that. Dang. I would block it. I'll take it. It's an engine. No, they're not gonna give it to me. Wow. That's an army. Let's draw. Life gain is super helpful. The flying's not bad. That removal's pretty doggone tasty. Trailblaze this, homie. www.fullhand.ca. We could keep going. And we shall! 6 mana. I don't have... I'd rather use removal. Oh. Oh! Okay. Let's settle down. I need to destroy Nim. Call. Hold up removal. No attack. End turn. I guess maybe we could attack with the 3/3 there, but it's minor. It's minor. Yeah, sure. No attack. Aw. That's so sad. Land out. Tyrant drops our removal, and I think that's really important. So I'm going to hold that up. Maybe we just vault, drop. 8, so this would be 5, 6, and we get 2. Yeah. I'm going to do it now, though. Well, I'm not going to do it now, though. I'm going to take a medium-sized Swangle. Get that life gain, right? And the other one has Vigilance. And then we're at instant speed, 6 mana dedicated to the Smuggler, and 2 mana dedicated to Get Lost, all at instant speed, which is kind of crazy that you can do that. You can go from being totally a sorcery-based deck to like, okay, you know what? I'm going to hold up some mana, dog. There's no way for them to get through this. Shoutouts for them trying to parse their way through. I appreciate that. Such a full hand. Typically, it's my camera being over is not a problem because, you know, after you play your first card, you don't really have 7 cards in hand typically after that. Oh, hello. I mean, that's a unique playline. They get a massive token, right? Oh, no, Sunfall, right? Yeah, they do the incubate. That's the biggest we've seen in some time. You gotta give it a nice for that. That's a 17/17. Holy. All right. I guess since they're not doing anything else on the turn, we could just double down and even search a little bit further. Maybe we get another Vaultborn, right? Let me take Trostani. And who endures? Then we're going to put the Tyrant in with the Stomper. I don't know if we have any basic lands left. Oh, yeah, we do, definitely. I'm back! So this is one of my favorite moves that you can do. I'll probably just remove this. And then we'll give Double Strike. And not waste anyone's time, right? We have lethal. Let's take it. Peace out, homies. Good game. That was phenomenal. Really easy to reestablish field dominance with Surprise after that Sunfall. And look, like that was such a devastating Sunfall that would have ruined everyone's game a couple months ago, right? Going first. Fine. Fine. I guess I will. Excuse me. We're not in a rush. Let's see if we'll need this. Somehow I doubt. Oh, artifact deck. It's an artifact deck. Let's toss it over. We do need 5 untapped lands though, right? So it's gonna be a little bit. I think we just play this organically, though, with our Mite on 3, which I really like, honestly. Because sometimes the Mite's hard to get in play if you don't get it in play on turn 1. And this really opens that up. I should almost have more 1-drop spells to cast in deck. Because it's nice, like. And then, you know, if you're plotting it, then it's now a ramp card almost, which is really good. Okay, and now we are ready to play the Stomper, which will grab us a land. It's going to grab us a card off the top of our library as well via the Blazer. Blazer! Laser! Taser! Oh, man. Then, like, the Russian lady's name? Oh, my God. It's too much HGG. Settle down. This synthesizer is so good. Does this destroy artifact? Enchantment. Let's see what we get. We could get, like, a tap land that we want to play instead. No. I guess we could smash. We have 5 mana, which is pretty good. I expect a field wipe will hit us at some point. I'll tell you what, this synthesizer was probably my favorite card of the early access event. I haven't had a chance to play with it when the set came out here so far because there's so much within the set, trying to, you know, showcase a variety of things. But if I only had to play one card, that one might be it. But, you know, then we're never discovering stuff like this, which is also very cool, right? So, you know, we're just getting around the block, seeing what's up, looking for more land, I guess. More land for a Vaultborn. Yeah. Hey, that's really good. They have to take our Mite, though, right? Well, I mean, that's fine by me. Well, you ask and you shall receive. Oh, I was going to play the Animist there first. That's my bad 1,000 times over. I'm so sorry. I got excited when I seen that. This is colorless, hey? Yeah, that was a massive misplay. And then what had flying and life gain. My bad, my bad, my bad. Distracted. That's fine. I don't want to lose it. They've got a field wipe here. This is just keep ramping. That's fine. Right? Think of the pauses of silver linings and such. These menders are getting dirty. Oh, man. I love that synthesizer. It's so good. Nice. Draw. And this is enters the battlefield, right? So it's going to re-trigger. Take the damage here. Ouch. I don't have artifact removal, so this is like going to be game for them, right? The synthesizer's so freaking powerful. I don't think they're wiping the field anymore. So this will give us 3 still. Is double removal something we want to look at? You can only remove one of them. Which I don't think is terrible. We'll be killing the Guardian. And one of the 8/8s. Let me just hold this up. Getting the double strike out on the flying life gains, I think, going to be maybe a little bit important for us. I had to double block these 8/8s. And they're just going to keep making more, right? Wow, that's actually pretty good. Pay 3, exile artifact you control with mana value X, which is 3, to return something from 3 artifact card from your graveyard. So they don't have another artifact. Its mana value is only 1. They do draw, and it re-triggers. They should take the Mite again. I don't know if they learned that lesson or not, but they do. We have good blocks. $15 life. They're not totally... The double draw. I can't allow it. These being artifacts sucks so goddamn hard. Pardon me. That's not good for us. Really bad there. Say yes to the Tyrant. Three mana for Trostani. 3 mana for Double Strike. Only leaves us 1 mana. We need 2. We could draw the other mana here, though. You know, it's still just, like, not enough is the problem. We may be better off to regular attack. With a chump block. The Death Touch is relevant as well. Maybe single attacking the invasion could have been relevant. And now it's removal or chump block. The removal sucks because it just makes more artifacts. So I think it's chump block. We're going to lose Trailblazer and the Steed. Take 10. Hopefully they don't have any more in hand. We're not in a good position. 1,000 times over, this is bad. I'm going to get another life gain creature out. I might even actually block with Trostani if need be, because we have a backup in hand. What's this last card? This synthesizer has done all of this to us just to showcase how good it is, right? Very nice. I don't think sacking the maps is worth it because they've got 3 of the golems, which are like so good. Constructs, HGG, they're not golems. Sag. It's not a field wipe, is it? That's why they're hesitating? I kind of feel like it is. Its mana value is 1. 3. They could cycle 1 mana. That doesn't do much. Well, I guess it does enough. Interesting. So, with only 20 life, they need to kind of be careful here, right? What do we think about double blocking this? What would be like a triple block? I'll get Trostani to exit stage right. Well, that's, I don't think, good, though. Because now only one of them's a 10-10, right? But they get to, they're looking through their deck. I guess that part of it is good. Is that something they want? It is 3 mana. That's good. I need to get this Vaultborn out. We have 4 mana for Get Lost and a secondary Steed. Well, 3 of it goes into Double Strike, though. So it's a Mite. One mana for Vigilance or Mite. I think Vigilance. I love having a full hand. It's the best! Yeah, not bad. Not bad at all. Maybe we finally go in with the Vaultborn. I like how I was able to stabilize without its ability, just with the Animist kind of pushing our luck there, but Trostani's abilities. Ooh. Look what I can do. This is good. Makes another construct. And we do have lethal if they don't take it here, right? So we're blocking with the Blazers. All we need is Trostani and the Dust Animists. In which point we win. Not too shabby. I seen the synthesizer get played and it's like, oh man, we're going to lose. This is brutal, but I think it will be okay. I mean, who knows what they top deck? It could be absolute gasolina. As long as they don't get trample. That would be messy. Gaining life. Hey, that actually saves them, doesn't it? I was talking all tough like we had lethal. We only hit for 16. So, hashtag not quite. We could get lost our own creature and map token them. I like the way you think, bro. Oh. That's on top library, though. They're tapped out. I guess it doesn't matter much. Take 10 damage. Do we go for it? We had 2 chances at it because there's 2 tokens. I don't think there's anything else I'd need to do. They're totally tapped out. All we need is one of them. Thanks. Okay. It was an oops moment almost, wasn't it? But we get the clutch lethal. And we knew it was going to be 2 chances. How do you not get that, right? Going first. Keeping 7 in slow. It's not a Mite, but it's also not the end of the world. This might not be great. But if they remove it, they remove it. Duke Adelphia. I think they're going to do it here. Which would be appropriate. We still gain life, draw a card, which is good. Oh, and we get the Angel, so that's fine. I was going to say, if they're going to do it, they've missed their opportunity. Okay, Trostani. You're next. This Kara deck's super explosive, though, so we need to be careful. I think we take the damage. Try to find Vaultborn and just mass gain life. I know you have it, so I'm not just going to give you free blocks. Right? This will come in handy. This will be our second legendary, reducing this by 2 to 1. Sounds good to me. Gain the life here. Draw the card. It's worth it. It's like 3 life a turn. And, well, I don't mind. We could give it Death Touch or Vigilance. Sorry, not Death Touch, just Vigilance. No worries, though. Just make the 3/3. And now we have 10 blocking toughness, as well as 4 damage on an attacker. Or blocker. So I think this match is over. I'm sorry this deck has got me all giddy. No, they really need the Picnic Runer's Double Strike, right? Audacity. Mirrex is any color for the whole turn. Or 18 life. Take your draw. Oh, hello. And now we get a clear block here. That's nice. Still taking, you know, what's that, 5 damage here? They draw. Meh. Meh. Let's tap that. Good game. See you later. All right, loving this hand. Let's keep 7. In slow. Hello. Good game. Some removal, though, I think. The Stoluk Duggy. Three mana up. Ugh, cut down. Nice. Not bad! With a bat behind it. Really good. Dang. They have to take Get Lost. Which isn't any better for us. They don't take Get Lost. That's absolutely incredible. Wish I had a field wipe. They're doing well. Next turn. Don't let them explore. Just wait. I think this is a 6, like that Bone Horde, bro. Yeah, dang, nice. Can they fling it? It's just so much damage. Let's just take 3. They fling it. They just make the 2/2. Interesting. So we're not there yet, actually. I was miscounting. This is 7, not 6. We're at 12. I mean, that's not terrible. We could still definitely recover here. Let's take Trostani back. Shakedown heavy. Interesting. That'll never attack. Codebreaker's good. Pushing up the team. We're down to 8. That's not great. Trailblazer ramp. Into Vaultborn. Let's gain some life. Double draw. Nice. All right. If we can just survive. 11 life. Yep, take action. They could have a fling card. That menace is brutal. I guess we just call it what it is. And we have to block. They could sack the Stalker to kill the Tyrant. Not bad. They don't. Fine by me. So... First off, let's well, I guess it doesn't have to be power 4 anymore, so that doesn't matter. But still. Untapped lands first. This can get plotted. Let's take care of this for sure. Before it kills us. Gain some more life, draw a card. Yeah, I'll take it. Because I'm going to probably let them draw anyways. It's good. It's good. No doubt, no doubt, no doubt. Giving me the Dugos? Woof, woof, baby! How could I lose now? I literally can't. You should have taken one of those dogs, dude. Alright, here's a Dust Animus, which I really like. Good game. There's the life, the draw. Let's grab double strike here. Let's grab double strike here. Smash Adelphia. Yeah. Okay. They get the trade, but we get all 3. Oh, I'll lose 3 life. That's fine. No problem, no problem, no problem. Up to 23 now. Hey, that's not terrible. Dust Animus. Trostani. Vaultborn Tyrant? Kapow 4 with an 80% win rate, going 8-2 for an hour and 20 minutes of gameplay. Just really successful, right? 86%, I guess. This says 80. This says 86. that says 80. Oh, because we did multiple versions. The first variant went 67%, 2-in-1. And then we had to mix it up, right? We had to move around a couple cards. We got rid of a surprise, the tail swipes. We added a get lost and hard-hitting question. Just playing with the removal a bit, and it worked out in our favor. So actually, technically, the list you're seeing now is an 86% win rate. But I'll settle for 80 as well. That's quite impressive. Either way, for a new deck, I hope you enjoy. Let me know how you make out with it and if you're able to improve it at all. Okily dokily. Kapow! You can say that every time you beat your opponents with this deck. I deem it so. Having a ton of fun with this set as a whole. It seems like every build we make is just like, okay, this works and is capable of, getting you to rank up, It's not always like that. Sometimes it's very restrictive as a deck builder, but I think thanks to the increased rotation from 2 to 3 years and the larger card pool that we're seeing because of that, it opens up, I think, a lot of avenues, specifically as we get to the end of that life cycle, approaching September here, where the pool is at its largest. There's just so many things you can do and so many ways that you can win a game right now. And because it's new, I find that it is even more open or free-flowing with the decks you can play than some of the older formats that still have larger card pools than the new standard, because those archetypes are so set in stone because they're actually so big, if that makes sense. There's not often a new timeless deck coming out, for example, in Arena, or like a new Legacy deck. It's fairly rare that we see that. But in Standard, I think we see that much more often. And also, by extension, Alchemy. Not a super fan of the digital-only cards. Simply can't afford them. Magic doesn't pay me anything, so I wish. But I think that it's a good thing. I think that it allows us to play new decks like this, which, again, I'm having an absolute blast with, right? It's not just, oh, mono red got the slick shot and that's it, and then this other good deck got this other new card and it's still super restrictive to what already was. We're seeing plenty of new decks that can compete at the same level, if not better, which I'm a massive fan of, if I'm not making this clear to you. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the deck. If you have any way to improve it, let me know in the comments below. We actually worked with a few different variants of this to get here. I think we've got it absolutely nailed down. I would love to see the Steed maybe be played with Font of Hope, Gaia. Those 3/3s could really compound on one another. It itself isn't an angel, but I think we could make it an angel, right? One of the planeswalkers, I'm pretty sure, makes your creature an angel. Not that it matters much, but I would love to see this in an angel deck as well. That's just, what I have to say. Again, looking forward to the comments below. If there's anything I can do, join the community Discord, hit me up. We'd love to have you. Most importantly, though, have an absolute magical day, and I'll see you soon in the next.